The Brain Song. Just remember that you're standing on a wrinkly lump of jelly, about 3 pounds of thinking stuff that's living in your belly. Well, not exactly in your belly, it's sitting in your head instead, and every thought you've ever had has happened there, it's said. The brain is rather marvelous, it's squishy, pink and odd. It lets you ride a bicycle, write poems and worship God. It stores your favorite memories, it helps you tie your shoe, it lets you recognize your friends and occasionally the loo. Now gather round and listen close, we'll take a little tour of all the bits inside your skull and what they're mostly for. The frontal lobes behind your eyes, it likes to make a plan. It helps you stop yourself from doing every foolish thing you can. It weighs up all the consequences, it thinks before you leap. Although at 3:30 a.m. it sometimes falls asleep. The frontal lobe says,
perhaps they'll juggle chainsaws
while balancing on cheese. The rest of you says,
sounds like fun.
The frontal lobe says, please. The parietal lobe sits further back, it helps you know your place. It tells your brain where all your limbs are floating out in space. It handles touch and temperature, it tells you what you felt. Without it you might struggle to know which way your socks are dealt. The temporal lobes beside your ears are busy every day. They help you hear and understand the things that people say. They help with language and with memory, songs and voices too. Without them every conversation might sound like mooing through a shoe. The occipital lobe at the back is where your vision goes. It turns the light that hits your eyes into things your brain then knows. It helps you see a puppy or a bicycle or tea. Without it all you'd probably say, what just bumped into me? Deep inside's the hippocampus, curved a bit like seahorses. It helps make new memories and stores important courses. If you meet a friendly penguin who teaches maths and dance, the hippocampus helps remember that remarkably strange chance.
Nearby sits the amygdala,
small but rather keen.
It watches out for danger
and keeps you nice and mean.
Well, not always mean exactly,
but alert and ready to, it shouts,
that might be a tiger,
when it's only someone saying boo. The amygdala loves excitement, it notices surprise. Sometimes it becomes dramatic and slightly overstates the size.
The cerebellum at the back
looks small but don't be fooled, it helps coordinate your movements so you're properly controlled. Walking, running, dancing, juggling cabbages with grace. The cerebellum helps prevent you landing on your face. Down below's the brainstem, ancient, faithful, strong. It's been keeping creatures living for an awfully long time. Breathing, heartbeats, sleeping, swallowing your tea. Without the brainstem you'd discover you'd cease quite rapidly. Then there are the neurons, tiny cells by the billion, passing little messages through networks in the million. They chatter using chemicals, they spark and flash and sing. Every thought and dream you've ever had depends on this strange thing. Dopamine says,
that was nice,
let's do that once again.
Serotonin helps with mood,
though life is more complex than then. Noradrenaline says,
wake up,
something's going on. While GABA gently whispers,
calm down and carry on.
Now every part is working as a team throughout the day.
No low can do it all alone,
that's simply not the way. The brain's a giant orchestra of circuit cells and goo.
And somehow from that soggy mass
comes consciousness and you. So next time you are wondering how thinking can be done, remember you're a universe of neurons having fun. A wrinkly, squishy masterpiece, a biological machine. The strangest thing we've ever found, and you're carrying one between your ears.